Imagine you are in Atlanta, Georgia, and then your truck is in Seattle, Washington, and he calls you and says, something happened with truck broke down, I don't know, transmission problem, load shifted. Basically, your driver needs your help. And think about your driver thousands of miles away. And I get this question a lot, and obviously, this is one of the reasons why we, picked this specific topic so that we can, help you guys with this. If something happens with the driver, they need help, so that you can help them using the tool that I'm about to show you. But before we get there, we really wanted to talk about the types of drivers out there. This is very important. I'm not saying that they're bad drivers, good drivers, but then there's some skills that needed to be operating this truck, and they're out of their home, away from home, away there, from families, and then obviously it's a very stressful job. But there will be two types. This is what I experienced, because I had my carrier side of the business, which is the Prime Express LLC, with not anymore the carriers, but I had drivers, be honest with you, and I had experienced this. There are two types of drivers out there, and this video specifically for carriers. Obviously, we serve carriers and independent freight dispatchers, people who are interested in becoming independent freight dispatchers, and obviously people who are running trucking companies, and there's some people out there that they want to start their trucking company. Today, specifically for this video, there are two types of people obviously will benefit from this video, and this tool will help you. And by the way, this tool recommended by DAT. It's inside the load board. If you guys using the load board, and by the way, their links will be below this video for 30-day free trial, both for Truckers Edge Pro and DAT Power Load Board. So imagine there's two types of drivers. One, this is what, and again, there's nothing, right or wrong way of explaining this. This is my personal experience, and I'm sharing with you. There's two types of, drivers. One is obviously clean record, no, accidents whatsoever. Awesome, driving it's clean, right? So it's really good for the insurance. So then he's not good at, for some reason, this is what I realized, he's not good at repairing stuff. When it comes to like being a technician for his truck, it's obviously he has the lack of skills, and maybe he can fix here and there, but then not intense. Lakeisha says, hi everyone. Hi. So, and what about the second type of a driver? Second type of driver, obviously, and again, this is my personal experience. This is what I had. He is, he had some, accidents along the way, but then he's super, it's like he's really awesome mechanic. He knows ins and outs of the truck. So those are the two types. One, obviously, really clean history of driving, not knowing the technical side of the truck. If something happens, it's just like, hey, I'm just, driving. You are the owner of your truck, or hey, dispatcher, help me out, fix this problem. And then obviously the second type is like, yes, I do have some tickets. It's not clean, driving record, but I know ins and outs of the truck. So if something happens with the truck, I can fix it, no problem. But think about if your truck, and again, thousands of miles away, specifically, dispatchers for this. And obviously carriers can learn from this as well, but independent freight dispatchers, think about you book a load from Atlanta, Georgia to Seattle, Washington. Everything is smooth. Drivers, went to the shipping site, picked up the load. Everything went, through, no problem. And 2 days later, and he calls you, I don't know, maybe think about, let's make it worse. Think about 2 a.m., think about 3 a.m., think about like early in the morning, 4 o'clock, something like that. And he calls you. If you selling, or I would say offering your emergency services. And by the way, for independent freight dispatchers out there, I don't recommend offering 24/7. Although I did this training on Monday with our coaching students, and I said, listen, I was going over the websites, showing them, okay, this is how you build a website, and don't do this and do this. Offer these services, not these services. These are the features carriers need. Those kind of things. We were, going over this. And one point I can share, pick that from the coaching call, and I said, listen, see that about 80% of independent freight dispatchers out there, they're offering 24/7 services, and it's not fun. Think about 4 o'clock in the morning. In this case, carriers calls you, or the owner operator, or the company driver, it doesn't matter. Truck broke down, and then obviously he calls you to help him to fix, because you are part of the team, right? Independent freight dispatcher. So I said, don't offer your 24/7. Instead, there should be specific time saying, hey, I'll be available for you, I don't know, from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. or 9 p.m. or 10 p.m., something like that. From 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., I'll be dispatching, and then the customer support will be, I don't know, from 7 a.m. until 11 a.m. I don't know, the latest. And obviously, I don't do that, but it's just like it's an option. But then there's an emergency. It's a kind of think about like an upsell. It's like, hey, if you want me to be there 24/7, well, there is an emergency call. This is what I offer, but then on top of that, I do have this emergency call, and it's $100 per call, right? And I had those when I was dispatching and hiring independent freight dispatchers. There are people offering this and saying, hey, I don't do that, but from 7 to 7, I will be there with you, meaning 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. But then if you wanted to, like the emergency call 4 o'clock in the morning, I can wake up, no problem. I can wake up and then help your drivers. If the independent freight dispatcher talking to a carrier who owns, I don't know, 2 and more trucks, so to speak, right? And then you can offer $100 for a call, and then I'll do my best to help you. Now, when it comes to like help, then a lot of people out there not knowing the tools that exist for them. And again, this tool that I'm about to show you, DAT recommends this. And again, if you have the Trucker's Edge, Pro account, and also that you can go there and you will see that, hey, truck, repairing services, whatnot. Think what can happen. Anything can happen with with the truck. Maybe it's not. Maybe truck is okay, but then think about maybe you need some, I don't know, forklift, you need a warehouse, maybe you need pallets exchange, or you need, I don't know, maybe tire replacing or something like that. And you need to have this hub. It's one place where you can go, and then all the network of these businesses that helping you from truck services. Think about anything from mobile help, meaning somebody can come to you, like, and you are like out of nowhere, and this is why these people offering the mobile services, meaning there's a truck, and then mechanic will go anywhere you want, right? So if it's close to, I don't know, X miles away, and then that's their business model. They can just take your call and say, hey, where are you at? Well, this is where I'm at. I'm away, I'm in the middle of the forest, in something like that. He can describe, and then mechanic can come to you. And most people will get, specifically independent freight dispatcher, will think about it's out of nowhere. They won't go there. Yes, they will, right? And why is that? Because there is a money. They're serving people, carriers, and they know that 24/7, 365, they will be receiving calls, because millions of trucks out there. There are a lot of people out there, and then there are accidents. There things can happen. They're really, really busy with this. So what would you do as an independent freight dispatcher? First thing first, what I would do, you can, I don't know, replicate, you can take notes. When something happens, and trust me, a lot of things happened, a lot of accidents. And what I would do is that, hey, are you safe? Yes. You good? You see, that anything around you? I just want to like get the clear picture, like where my driver is, right? So I really want to see with his eyes, like just describe me. But important thing is, like, don't leave the truck. Like, stay in the truck. Don't leave the truck. So until I get like, okay, this is, what's the situation? Now just describe. Are you okay? Yes. Don't leave the truck. Now tell me what happened. Well, I don't know. I was, driving and then passing this X, Y, and Z thing, and then it just stopped. I don't know. It says run some diagnostics or death or something. It's problem or the accident, right? So first thing, it's obviously, if you are an owner, if you are a carrier, do this, right? And then obviously, you need a computer. Well, this is what I would recommend. I'm not good at, be honest with you, using, phone and then calling services. But to me, it's like, hey, open a laptop. That's it. Go there, use this tool, right? So by the way, the tool that I'm recommending is, let me share my screen real quick with you so that you can see. Let me make it bigger so that you can see. So this is an awesome company. I've been using this. This is the best, I think, the resource out there for you guys. If you're an independent freight dispatcher, if you're a carrier, this will specifically will help for dispatchers. Find truckservice.com. And guys, we do have this. Let me share this screen with you real quick. If you have the access to Truckers Edge Pro, as you can see here, what is this? Full quick lookup. Let me see. There you go. See this? Find truck services. This is the DAT Load Board, and they recommend this services. When you click, it's same thing as you can see, right? It's the same logo, it's the same company, but this is like website if you wanted to go directly. And by the way, if you know this this resource and you know that and you've been using this, more power to you. This specific resource, for those of you who don't know, I'm trying to help you guys, and you can use this, and it's an awesome tool. So inside the Truckers Edge Pro, the load board is basically, this is what you're looking for, right? It's a mobile repair shops, for example, towing services, national network, truck stops, truck wash, dealer truck. And dealer truck, think about, I'll just explain quickly. Dealer truck is, think about if your carrier, they have specific brand, for example, Freightliner, or it's the Volvo, for example. And what you need to do is that you need to take the truck to the nearest dealership, and this tool comes handy when you are need to look for closest dealership. And again, the second important tool, I think it will be the Google. In what we say, among independent freight dispatchers, that Google is your best friend. But think about, it's like, this is where it's organized and easy to navigate. It's one hub, one spot. This is where you just go and find all the services you need, right? So think about like dealer trailer, pallets. Maybe you need pallets exchange or whatnot, right? So this is what it is. It's inside a DAT load board. It's exactly same tool, but then I'm showing you the website where you can register, by the way, and it's free. Right, and you don't have to pay anything, and this is awesome. And then I think their business model is they're attracting service based businesses to their platform, and I think they're charging it. Maybe it's a commission based company, but it's free for you to use for independent freight dispatchers and for carriers. So again, it's the same thing. Let's say one of my trucks in Houston, Texas, and I need I don't know, mobile repair, or let's call towing services, for example. Let's do towing services, right? So that's it. There's a transmission problem. I need to call the towing company. Obviously, what you can do, you can go to the Google and say, hey, towing company is near X, Y, and Z, near Houston, Texas, or Dallas, Texas, any city, for example. And then you start calling them, right? Why would you do that? So if you have a tool, just then leverage this tool, right? So think about, let's do Houston, Texas, for example, right? And it's boom, and what will happen, and then they will give you the list of services, towing services, and most of them, be honest with you, will offer many services that you need, right? Exchange, I don't know, some tire problems you have, I don't know, some engine problems you have, anything that you have. So these are the people you just call them right away. So if you create an account, and again, this is free, nothing for there's no charge. And be honest with you, I'm not affiliated with this. I'm just bringing value to you. I'm saying, hey, we use this, and a lot of students watching this, hey guys, you can use this tool, right? And then for those of you not students, obviously you just leverage this and use this tool, and it's awesome tool. So once you log into your dashboard, be honest with you, it's this is what you see, for example, what you searched, latest searches. You don't have to come back and say, hey, I remember I called a couple of days ago. There was a company, but I can't remember the name. I can't remember what was the number, for example, right? And you do have here. It's like it's a free account, right? So you can see search history. You can save the vendor meaning service provider, and it's an awesome tool, guys. It's just a quick video for those of you, and I do see like a lot of people, asking these questions, and I realize, hey, let me just, do a quick live and then show you guys this. And again, we'll be doing, these live, coaching sessions or you can call them Q&As, or it's just live streams every Tuesday and Friday. And we'll be doing, tomorrow one, but then, we always that about 99% of the time on Tuesdays. We'll do an amazing job. And guys, by the way, if you're new to this channel, please make sure to subscribe. And if you need load board, subscription, there is a link below. It's a 30-day free trial. You can obviously check them out. So if you guys have any questions, please let me know. So if not, then what we'll do, we'll come back on Tuesday and we will go from there. Thank you.